the LoFree Flow Mechanical Keyboard. It's a keyboard that I've been hearing a lot about over the internet in recent months. So I thought I'd give it a go, and I've been trying this out now for probably the last 3 or 4 months as my go-to keyboard. So was it worth all the hype? But before we get into that, if you're new to my channel, hi, my name's Jess, and on my channel I like to talk about all things tech and lifestyle. So if that sort of content really does float your boat, then why not hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Okay, so let's jump into it. Keyboard design. So like most of the mechanical keyboards that I've gone for in recent times, this is a 60% low profile keyboard, and as you can see it has a all aluminium base frame. So you can see at the bottom this is a lovely aluminium look to it, and it's got some really nice kind of details on the side as well, which is really cool. I think it gives it a really nice premium look and feel. You can also see here at the top where you have your connections. So you have your USB-C. So this is where you will connect to your charging. And also if you want to use this in wired mode, you've also got here the buttons for on, off and Bluetooth and wired, which is nice and simple. Just those 3 little clicks to get the one you want. And then you can see also that this is a backlit, so we've got some RGB going on here on the side lights. I have mine set to blue, but you can change this, and it's quite easy to change. Everything's kind of geared around the function button, so the function button, and then just changing. You see as I've changed it to red there, just by function and the arrow key. So that gives it a really nice kind of RGB feel, makes it look a little bit, changes it up, especially in a dark room. You can see it on the sides. It just gives it a really nice look. Okay, so moving on to the next point, and that is connectivity. So the LoFree Flow keyboard can connect up to 3 devices. So this is similar to all the other devices that I've had. And in the same sort of way, if you look here, you can just use the 1, 2, 3, and those are the keys that you use to then connect to the devices that you want. It wasn't super clear to me at the start how to actually connect to the device, so I did have to do a little bit of Googling, but again, geared a lot around the function key. You hold that down and then you just hold whichever one you want to pair the device to, and it'll enter pairing mode, and you can see it enters pairing mode by the indicator here, which is on the caps lock, just flashing, and that's how you know that it is into pairing mode. And you can then just go ahead and connect it up to any device in which you want to use. And then let's move on to switches. So this keyboard came with ghost switches, so that's what I ordered with it, and it automatically came with. It also comes with other switches, so you can choose from phantom switches, or you can choose from hot swappable wizard switches as well. But the ghost switches are a nice linear switch. It gives it a nice smooth experience when typing. And like I said, it's hot swappable, so if you do want to change it out and get a different sound, then you can do. But I actually love the sound of this keyboard, so let's give it a little bit of a test. It's by far the nicest sounding keyboard that I've owned. So if you're into that kind of clicky switches, then I would definitely recommend the Ghost switches. Really nice. And then that leads us on nicely to the typing experience, and it's the main thing that I tend to look for when I'm going for a keyboard. I spend a lot of time at my desk, a lot of time writing emails, a lot of time writing blog posts and scripts for these videos. So having that really smooth typing experience is really important to me. And with this, the keys are just lovely. You know, I can just flow through my typing really nicely, really smooth. Great for if you're doing all day activity on your keyboard. So if you're looking for a keyboard that's really nice to type with and you can go all day at, this is definitely one that you should look at. So on to one that is quite key and everyone kind of likes to hear about is battery life. So not the strongest thing on this is what I'd have to say. I've been getting probably a week before I get told that I need to charge it. So that's not bad because, you know, you've got the charging thing at the top here. So you can just plug it in and you can carry on typing while it's charging. You also have a thing here at the bottom, an indicator, so that will flash red when you need to charge. So in terms of being notified of when to charge, it's really nice and clear. I'd like to see more battery life, to be fair. Some of my other keyboards, I could go for weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks before I'd have to charge. Whereas with this one, I'm finding that it's weekly that I'm having to charge, which for the price, I think I'd like to see a bit better battery life. So ironically, that does lead us on to the price of this particular keyboard. So like all of the mechanical keyboards that I've had, it is not cheap, but it is a really good quality. And for the price, I mean, I purchased this for £125, got a little bit of a discount, found a code. So you can find codes, and you can get some off. I think £125 is around about the same price as some of the other keyboards that this is kind of in the same marketplace as. I personally, I do think it's worth £125. You're getting a really good quality keyboard. It's hot swappable, like I said previously, so you're getting a lot with it for that amount of money. So essentially, my final thoughts on this particular keyboard. It looks great. It's well built. I like the touches, like the LoFree logo on there. I love the back, as you can see the accent here, the accent colour against. And it's just generally a really nice keyboard. Like I said, it is a bit on the pricey side at £125, but you are getting a lot for your money. It's very comfortable to use. You could take it into the office. I personally don't. I'd leave this on my desk because it is quite loud and clicky, and it could disrupt people around you. But generally, you could take it in. But as far as mechanical keyboards go, I think this is probably my favourite to date. It's the one that I've been consistently keen to keep using. So considering I've used quite a few, that's quite a statement. So at the beginning of this video, I said, was it worth the hype? Yes, I think it was. I think the battery life lets it down a little bit. But other than that, it's a really quality made and really usable keyboard. So if you've enjoyed this video, why not subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next one.